Hello everyone, Onlydraven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft Sky Factory 4. Today I'm going to be showing you the different bosses in the Twilight Forest, and in which order you need to defeat them in order to unlock each corresponding zone. If you try to go out of order, the different zones will have defense mechanisms that can hurt or even kill your character. So there's a specific order that's best to go. If you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like. But most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button. That way you'll see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. Now, today's video we are doing in my actual world. That I'm playing in now, because doing it in creative is really not a good example of showing it off. Because of that, I've already defeated all the bosses once. So the different blocking or hurting mechanisms no longer exist for me. So I did go around. If we look at the map here, as you can see, I've been all over the place, and there are multiple different biomes all over. You really need to have flying to be able to truly work around within this zone. But I've flown around here specifically, and I have found each of the different bosses, because they will appear multiple times, so we can actually go ahead and check them out. So I have a portal going to a fresh boss of each type that I found in the order that we're going to fight them. But let's start by looking at the advancements book. So if we go to the Twilight Forest, there are a lot of different advancements here. As you can see, this is all of them that have been unlocked, because I've done all of them so far. And some of these you do not have to do to move to the next corresponding boss. So say, for example, up here, craft the magic map focus with a raven's feather, glowstone dust, and torchberry. Craft the magic map, maze map. You do not have to do those to do the bosses. The first one that you have to fight is the Naga. Once you've defeated the Naga, it's going to unlock your ability to fight the Twilight Lich. After the Twilight Lich, you're going to have to fight the Hydra, the Urghast, and the Snow Queen to be able to go into the Highlands. So we're going to kind of do these in order. So we're going to start with the Naga. And again, I've got pretty high powered and gear at this point. I'm also an android, so most of these fights are going to be pretty easy for me. So they may be a little more challenging. I'll try to talk about the different mechanisms. So the Naga zone itself looks like this. It's almost kind of like an antique ruins, if you will. Now the Naga will appear once you enter it. In each of the zones, there's a small, what looks like a mob spawner that will break once you're inside, and then the boss will come out. And there he is. So basically, you're just going to smack on him. As you hit him and weaken him, he will do a little charge move, and that will make him shorter as you're beating him. So he's going to kind of fade down here. So we're going to smack him around a few more times. As I said, I'm not really taking any damage from him at this point. It's pretty easy with the gear that I've got, but bam. There we go. Okay. So I've defeated the Naga. Easy stuff, right? So now that you've defeated the Naga, he will drop some Naga hide. If we look in inventory, I got a Naga trophy. I got some Naga scales. And then just some miscellaneous rocks and such that I picked up. But that's all there is to defeating the Naga. You can just fly over, or you can punch through the wall. He will eat up at the wall if you're outside it. He will attack it and eventually wear it down. So that is something to be aware of. All right, so let's find our portal out of here. Where did I put it? There we go. We're going to go back to the second zone. Let's go back in. All right. So after we did the Naga, the next one is going to be defeat the Twilight Lich on the top of his tower. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So here's our Lich. The Lich biome looks like this. It's going to be a castle-looking thing. If you come here before you've unlocked it, the walls will have this yellow matrix-looking pattern going around it, and anything you hit will not break. So you're not able to really break in or break your way through anything. So you have to do the Naga first. So you can go inside and work your way up. There's a lot of little cool chests and such in here. As you can see here, up the very top, there's a room with a bunch of paintings in it. That's where our goal is to get to. Inside of there is where we're going to find the Twilight Lich. And he's already popped for me, so he may have moved around a little bit. We'll go here and find him. He will teleport around as you fight him, and he'll have little clones that pop up as well. What you want to do is, when he fires his magic scepter at you, you want to knock it backwards. Knock it back at him, and that will weaken him. All right, let's skip to him. All right, here we go. So because I'd been here previously, he kind of escaped the castle. Normally he'll stay in that room. The one right there, that's the Twilight Lich, the one with the little yellow shield. The other two are his minions, and they're going to throw things at you that'll hurt you. You want to try and dodge him. But when the Lich himself, after he shoots it, he'll port. And then he's going to shoot this thing at you. You want to knock it back at him to weaken his shield. Well, that hurt. Oh, I missed. Where'd you going? It's going down. Shoot it at me. You, him. Alright, see if I can just smack him. Yeah, he's got a shield on, so you can't really damage him. You have to knock back his spell ability at him to break the shield. Come here, shoot it. Okay, I hit it, but I didn't hit him. Try it again. Alright, there he goes. You can see his bar went down a little bit. I successfully knocked one backwards. So, we'll do this a couple more times. Alright, here we go. He's almost done. Try and knock back their abilities at him. Keep coming. Keep coming. Shoot. Shoot it. Shoot it. Oh, zombie spawned. Zombies look a little odd because it's Halloween, so they've got special skins on right now. Alright, so now that he's down, he's going to be able to actually just get attacked. Once his shield is gone, he'll attack you. You just have to smack him until he's dead. Alright, there we go. So we've killed the Lich. So if we look at our inventory, he's going to give us a zombie scepter. He's going to give us the Twilight Lich trophy, and usually some other miscellaneous items as well. So number 3 is the Yeti. Now the Yeti biome, let's go in here, looks like this. It's a big kind of, almost looks like a big cake, really, like a wedding cake there. But the Yeti is inside. You'll see there's a bunch of smaller Yetis. And in the middle there, if you look ahead, you're going to see what looks like a boss or monster spawner. It's going to pop when I get close to it. And there he is. And he's literally, it's just a matter of smacking him until he's dead. Not super challenging. He does some damage if you're not geared up, but that's about it. And then you'll anger his little minions and they'll come after you too. Pick up that stuff. We'll check our inventory there. So we got from that one the Alpha Yeti fur, got some ice bombs, and some Arctic fur. So we needed that. Alright, so after the Yeti, next is the Snow Queen. Now the Snow Queen, portal here, is in a biome that looks like this. It's actually a really, really cool looking effect. I use a lot of these when building previously, so definitely feel free to mine as many of those blocks as you'd like. Again, you can work your way up from inside, but she's going to be at the top. I've already broken the wall there, so we'll be able to see her. I haven't unleashed her yet, but basically you want to make your way up here to the very top, and then once you get in there, she's going to pop. And there you go. She's on a little floating thing. She's going to be on. You're also going to spawn these, which are Ice Blizz. We'll get the flying here. See, it's a matter of just hitting her. She'll drop down occasionally. If you're flying, you can just get above her and smack her, but she'll hit and then drop down, and then she'll go up where you can't hit her from underneath. The little ice block there will block her. But once you've killed her, and any little blizzes here, I'm going to pick those up. Check our inventory. Now we have the Snow Queen trophy. Alright, so after the Snow Queen, next is the Hydra. The Hydra biome looks a lot like these large hills that you'll see all over the place, but the Hydra's, as you can see, has a big open space. I did not open that. That's naturally the Hydra's itself. And then it's just a matter of defeating the Hydra. Now, as you go in here and you're smacking on the Hydra, you're going to see that it's not taking a whole lot of damage. But if you attack the heads are where you need to do all of your damage. You can attack the body, but it's very slow and very minimizing. It also does, like I said, a lot of fire damage if it hits you. So you want to stay moving around if you don't have a lot of gear. But as you're breaking heads, other heads will appear, which is kind of how a Hydra is supposed to work anyways. So let's get up here and hit this one. Got about halfway. Like I said, it's just a matter of kind of defeating him down at this point. And he'll fight more and more fire. If you fly, like I said, you can stay up or you can stay on the ground. They'll come down and attack at you eventually. You can knock his fire back as well to try to do some damage to him, but I find just hitting the head should work. We'll run away from you, though. Come here. Come here. Alright. There we go. So we've defeated the Hydra. It takes him a minute for him to die. And we can go and we can pick up all his loot. And we will get a Hydra trophy. Got some fiery blood and some Hydra chop. Which the chops are you're going to need for one of the other advancements in this zone, which are to eat one of all the different Twilight Highlands foods. Alright, so after the Hydra comes the Knight. So again, let's look at our advanced book. So we defeated the Hydra, and we defeated the Snow Queen right there. Alright, you see there's some other advancements. We got the Hydra, the Snow Queen. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do, let's see, who's boss? Yeah, we're going to do the Carmite acclamation, which is to do the Knight's Tomb. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get in there and do that. Is the Knight. Now, the Knight zone looks like this. Now, this one's kind of important as well because there's another advancement here. You'll see that there's an advancement in your book that says, claim your title by placing a trophy on the pedestal of the Dark Ruins. That's this right here. Ooh, drop my sword. When you go to this, you drop one of those trophies. It could be the Snow Queen, the Hydra, the Twilight. It doesn't matter. You'll get the advancement, which technically is going to open the door to let you get inside of here. Now, you can also fly around the outside and break the wall. His zone looks like this. As you can see, I've already found it. Sometimes this situation, the wall was open. I didn't have to open it. There's the little spawner, so when you get in here, that's going to break. As you can see, there are several of these. You got to kind of beat them all. Smack those. He is one of them. And there's other clones in here, but you can kind of defeat them pretty easily. There he is. And the Night Phantom. And there you go. He's dead. So again, super easy. Then he's going to drop this chest. You open it up. You can see you got a Knightly pick. Some Phantom Helms. There's the Night Phantom Trophy. Knightly Axe. So some cool little items there. All right. We'll grab those. All right. So now that we've done that, the last one that I have is going to be the Urgast. Now, the Urgast, if you look at our advancements table, is down here. After the Knight, you have the Urgast. Just slay the Carmite Ghastling around the gas trap and activate the Wretch. So, pulling him from the sky, there is some little boxes that we're going to see here when we get there. Let's go into the Urgast. The Urgast zone looks like this. So it's reminiscent of the Lich Tower. It's kind of brown. Those little red blocks there, when you right-click on those are a door. Clicking those will open them up for a few seconds, then it will close again. You can fight your way all the way up to the top, but again, if you can fly, you can just fly all the way up. Now that little gas there is not the boss. There will be just gas flying around the outside, but the Urgast is much larger. Let's go all the way up top. As you can see, when you get to the top, it looks like it's been burned apart. That's supposed to be that way. That's because the Urgast is kind of blown up. You'll see his little cage right there. There's a little mob spawner in the middle. As I click close, he's going to pop out. And he's a big guy. So you can hit his items at him and such. That can be slow going. What you're supposed to do is down in here. As you... Where is it? Here we go. See this little box? If you've ever seen Ghostbusters, this is reminiscent of that. He's going to drop tears eventually. He'll cry when you do some damage to him. Smack him a bit. There we go. And it drops these little tiny Urgas. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill these little gas. The box is going to basically suck those up. And then when we stand on this little redstone pedestal, it should pull him from the sky. In theory, it's supposed to pull him down so you can hit him. Because, again, this was designed with the thought that you are not going to be able to fly. Can fly. It's way easier just to go up and smack him around a little bit. As you can see, you got a decent amount of gear. You can do a decent bit of damage. It's the tears that fall from him that hurt you. He doesn't really damage you while you're running into him. So you can just almost stay inside of him and just beat on him until he's dead. So go ahead and finish him up real quick. There we go. So we've defeated the Urgast. Now once he's been defeated, a little chest will appear, floating kind of in the middle. When you open it up, that's where you get your loot, which is your Urgast trophy, some Carmite, and some fiery tears. And a lot of these are components you'll need for different recipes in the Twilight Forest. And here we go. And so now we're back in, and we have done all the different bosses in the order they need to be defeated. Again, the other different types of achievements, such as the questing ram, making the map focus, dyeing all 4 pieces of Arctic armor, wielding a fiery tool or weapon while wearing at least 1 piece of fiery armor. A lot of those you're going to be able to do as you're moving along. The different components you need for those will be found in the different boss fights, but a lot of those are not required in order to defeat the bosses to get all the way to the Urgast. But once you've knocked all of them out, they'll go blue, and you will have completed all of the different advancements in the Twilight Forest. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you find that helpful. If so, let me know. If you have any questions about this tutorial or any of my tutorials, throw those down in the comments. I'm happy to try to get back with you as quickly as I can. And again, if you have any recommendations or suggestions for other tutorials you'd like to see in Sky Factory 4, I'm always looking for recommendations on new stuff. But that is going to do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.